In today's video, we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Icon T10. If you're looking for an in-depth review video, be sure to hit like and subscribe so you can be up to date when that happens. For this video's purposes, we're just going to be talking about what comes in the box as well as my first impressions, having not seen this before and not even being able to read the box yet. So the first thing that I'm going to do is open the sucker up and see what it comes with. So the first thing I can tell you is that it is a heavy unit and a heavy box. And that always makes me excited because when something is heavy, I assume it to be rugged. And I also really like this strong carrying case. As a mobile mechanic and a mobile mechanic company, having a strong and safe place to store your scan tool is paramount. So I'll go ahead and open this thing up, and I see some stuff that I'm not familiar with when you buy a normal scan tool. So normally you do get a packing list, and we'll go through this packing list, and we're gonna have another video that shows you the process that we took to update, log this, and get it set up so we can actually scan something. That'll be in that full review video as well as a separate video. So the first thing that I'm seeing here is that it's going to have some features, it appears to be able to have, oh wow, look at this. It's got a docking station. That is super cool. So what this is going to be great for is if you have a toolbox and you have that top box, you'll be able to leave this scan tool in your top box so that it can be charging. What's also great is that I see here immediately that it's got a Bluetooth dongle, the communication device, to your vehicle. And I can also see that we have some additional cords here. And typically when you see a cord like this, it's so that you can do an update of module or programming and you can get direct connection between the Icon scan tool and the vehicle communication interface. I also see here that we have a very simple TypeC charger, which is awesome. And I also see that this is a standard style TypeC charger. Some of your cases that are designed for some of your other devices and your other scan tools, they'll need to have a special type of charger because the case is too bulky and it needs to be extra thin. So this is good, which means you'll be able to charge it with just about anything here. And then as always, you have your fun packing gel silica to absorb all of that moisture. Now some things here that you don't really expect that you're gonna get with such an inexpensive device is an inspection camera. So this is a scope, and this is gonna be really cool because if you have, let's say, a power balance test that you complete and there is low compression or there's low power in one of the cylinders or it's not contributing, you will be able to get into that spark plug well and see what's going on inside the cylinder. Now I always get super scared using these adapters that allow you to see around the corner. So whenever I put these on, I also tape them on, but oh my goodness, I think they did something even cooler. I think they made it threaded. Holy smokes. All right, this is super cool. So if you zoom in here, Jamie, our cameraman's working today, you can see that this is threaded. And I can't tell you the times that I have been doing an inspection inside of a cylinder and I lost the camera mirror, and that is the worst thing in the world. So let me just show you some really cool stuff that I see right now. So the first thing I'm gonna do is pull these little devices out so we can go through them. This is awesome. I'm already impressed. I haven't even turned the thing on, but the fact and the amount of detail that they've done on this is fantastic. So the first thing that I see here is this is probably just a focus adapter, and it threads on, so you don't have to worry about it falling off if you're going into the engine or the combustion chamber. So this is probably either for a low light situation or for a high light situation, and you want to make sure that, yes, so this will block the camera light, because you can see that it's got a little baby light here. And this is going to be really valuable for something where you're looking at into something that's reflective and the light is stopping you from being able to see. You'll just be able to put this little clamp on. You'll be able to put this little cover on, and that's going to stop the light from shining and reflecting so you can get a better camera angle. So we're going to do some fun diagnostic videos with this. It also has just a regular cap that it comes installed with. This is just going to protect the threads, obviously. And this is what's really cool. This is what I've lost inside of a cylinder before and had a horrible time getting. The fact that you can thread on your 45-degree mirror, this means that if I'm trying to look at the cylinder walls inside of an engine, I can go right in through confidently through the spark plug well and from here, I will be very easily able to see any scoring on the cylinder walls. So the fact that they've done this is absolutely fantastic and incredible. And what's even more impressive is that the icon lineup, they actually have their own in-house department that is developing all of this. So they have taken a lot of R&D and a lot of time. So Harbor Freight's doing this internally. The last thing, this is the coolest thing ever, and we could have used it about 2 weeks ago when we had a small piece of an injector cup go down into a cylinder. This is a small hook with a camera. So you could use your camera to get into the cylinder or into a tight place and hook something on it and then pull that sucker out with expert precision. I'm going to show this to our employee James Wilson, and he is going to absolutely love this, and he's going to ask me why we didn't have this 2 weeks ago. And the answer is going to be this thing didn't come out until August 19th, so we didn't get our hands on it until then. And what's also great is that it's got a pretty long scope. So you can see here, it's about the length of my arm. I'm about a 6 foot tall guy, so pretty long. And it even has an additional extension, so you could probably have the full-size T10 scan tool as the camera. So we're gonna do some features on this in another video. But so far, just unboxing this, absolutely fantastic. I can also see here that we have some USB style adapters to go between a micro USB and a Type-C. And we have our wall-mounted charger. This is gonna be a wall charger that goes into your device for your docking port. So that's cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in. Now here's something funny. We have an employee that has a young kid, little baby. Can't say little, he's huge. And he likes to put things in holes. So we have had to protect our little man here with one of these. So I'll go ahead and plug in the docking port, and then I'll go ahead and power up the device. Now, I will tell you this, I wish that this sucker was just a little bit bigger. I wish this line was just a little bit longer, but if it's going in your toolbox, it'll be perfect. If it's not going in your toolbox, I wish I had just a little bit more length here. That would have been fantastic. So, my only complaint is probably not going to pertain to you because I don't think a lot of you guys are going to be mobile mechanics like myself. So at the back of the scan tool, we can see that this is exposed, and we can go ahead and plug this in. Now my first time holding this, it feels pretty strong and heavy, and it also has a nice guard. I really like when a scan tool has a guard that sticks out beyond the LCD screen here, because this is what is going to protect it in a drop fall incident. So whenever you have a nice strong guard here, this is great. I also see here that they have an auxiliary power and data cable. This is going to be really wonderful if you just want to charge it on the fly and you don't have your docking station handy. And then we can also see here that we have our data cable as well. So this is all pretty cool. And I also see very quickly that we have perfect docking, and we have a USB and a Type-C. So this sucker was shipped to us with no juice, so we're gonna go ahead and let this thing charge up before we do the setup video, which you'll be able to find. The last thing that I'm seeing in here, which is pretty cool, is a set of red and black clamp gauges. And I'm sure that these are going to have some form of a communication device between, but I actually think this thing might be wireless. So now we have a wireless battery tester. That is super cool. So we're definitely gonna be checking this thing out. So just from my experience dealing with all of the different types of scan tools from Bosch, Autel, Topdon, and of course a Harbor Freight lineup, this thing is definitely gonna be packing a punch, and the value is absolutely there already. So stay tuned for the setup video that we're gonna do, and then for the full in-depth review video after that. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section, and we'll be sure to do a video just for you to see if this is the best tool for you, or if you'd like to see any of our other review videos on scan tools, check out our scan tool playlist. I'm Blair with Revit Auto. Thanks for watching this content, and as always, happy motoring.